So our long-term plans remain intact. In fact, this is the year in which we'll continue adding more capacity. We are likely to add capacity at the rate of 30% this year. We continue to hire people, so our plans have not gone through any shift. We're mindful of the short-term headwind, but our plans remain absolutely on track. The last year for us, again, will be a watershed year. We grew at a rate of 30% on a year-over-year basis. And despite the fact that we added 30% capacity, our unit revenues actually went up by 10%. Our unit cost went down by 4%. As a result of this, our EBITDA went up or improved by 60%. Right. This was a year in which our loss numbers were actually lower than the previous years. And this is a testimony to the improving unit economics that Akasa is delivering.
Right. Since you're talking about unit economics and you're also talking about how loss numbers have been better in the past year, and of course your profitability has been able to maintain itself, I have to ask you about, what's the timeline that you're working with, especially as far as an IPO is concerned?
So for us, IPO is not something that we're working towards. We are working towards creating a great business. We are working towards creating an airline that is going to outlive all of us. We are creating a sustainable airline. We are trying to create an airline that, while it's profitable, it's also an airline that is an employer of choice. We are creating an airline that is an airline of choice for the customers. So as we continue to create a great airline, IPO is going to be a byproduct of that. We're not trying to create an airline targeting an IPO, because sometimes when you target some of these parameters, we tend to take decisions that are short-sighted. So we're trying to create an airline that is going to be around for a long time. An IPO.
And what's the timeline? What's the timeline for that? I'm sure you must have given yourselves target and your team some targets for that.
There is no specific target that we have. We continue to focus on delivering profitably. It remains a key goal for us to create an airline, as I said earlier, an airline of choice.
From now?
2 to 4 years sounds reasonable, but again, these are numbers that are not cast in stone. These are plans that we continue to work upon. And as I said, our vision is, our plan is to create a great airline. And as a result of that, IPO will just happen on one day.
Okay, so that's the word coming in from the